All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutation to the whole lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole lake that believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right. And what I want to get into, all right, today, all right, is a lesson, dealing with how, this is the proving grounds, okay? Because, you know, with everything that's in me, I believe that this is the generation, okay, where the Lord is going to judge the earth and also deliver his elect, okay, and establish righteousness in the earth, okay? So as we go into these things, all right, I want to start off in the book of Luke, the 19th chapter, because we have to understand the Lord, put us in these situations that we're in as a proving ground. Because as the elder brother, Yakanan out of Dallas, not Salakia, out of New Orleans, Salakia, a head brother out of New Orleans, he made a statement, while I was down there last, and he was like, look, brothers, we in situations to where we got to think our way out. The Lord put us in these certain circumstances to where we got to think our way out these situations that we're in, and there's the Lord requiring us to gird up our loins as men, and do what needs to be done, all right, to achieve what we need to achieve in the spirit, man, to fulfill our portion, in the spirit. Now, when you go to Luke 19 and 12, it says, he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. Okay, so the nobleman is Yahweh Shai. All right, and he went to a far country, the spiritual realm, to receive a kingdom from the Most High. All right, to himself, and as he left, all right, he sent down, those talents, those gifts. Okay, the scriptures speak about how, the Lord sent gifts, to men. He gave gifts to men. Is that yep. This is Ephesians 4 and 8. It said, wherefore he saith, when he sendeth up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. Okay, and these are the talents. You see, the Lord gave us the resources that we need to accomplish everything that we need to accomplish, man. Okay, on this side. All right, before the deliverance. Okay, it says, but his citizens hated him and sent a message after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, that he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man have gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in very little, have thy authority over 10 cities. So the servant, that had the 10 talents, and he made a return, all right, which means when he was active, he was occupied, in the business, okay, of this truth, man, because the truth is like a business, man. Every brother is like their own franchise, all right, their own branch, okay, of the truth, of the business of the truth, man. Okay, and the gifts that we have, we have to capitalize on those gifts, all right, to get Yahweh Shai return when he comes back, man. And that's why we're here for edification and not the gimmicks. Okay, Yahweh Shai wants fruit meat for repentance when he comes back, man. Okay, he wants fruit meat for deliverance, man. Okay, not people full of gimmicks. All right, and it says, I read verse 17 again, and he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in very little, has thy authority over 10 cities. Yeah, so if we're able to hold down, you know, these platforms on YouTube, we can hold down the platform on YouTube, okay, and do what's required of us, you know, and edify, the sheep. All right, Yahweh Shai is going to reward us with authority when he comes back because we handled the authority that he's given us with the resources he's given us, we've showed ourselves to be an asset, with the resources that he's given us, man. And that's why I like how it's worded in Matthew too. I think it's Matthew 25 and 21. Okay. But this is the proving ground. Before we rewarded, the Lord is proving us to see, okay, what is he gonna do when I give him this? I'm gonna give him all the resources he need. I'm gonna give him some resistance, you know. I'm gonna make things hard on him, put him in affliction. How is he gonna manage? How is he gonna, I'm gonna make it chaotic around him. How is he gonna manage? Is he gonna use all of the resources? Is he gonna use the talents I gave him? To make a way. All right. This is Matthew 25 and 21. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. So the Lord, before we become rule over many, we have to rule over what we got. We have to show ourselves, to be good managers of everything that we got now. Okay? And I say this is the proving ground. Every brother's in different circumstances, man. Every brother has different things that they have to manage. Okay, but the Lord wants us to manage this. All right. Then we get promoted, all right, to the joint heirs. Then we get promoted, all right, to real authority. Okay. Let's go here to Luke 16. All right, this is Luke 16 and 11. It said, therefore, ye have not been faithful in unrighteous mammon, who will commit to you, to your trust, the true riches. And see, even beyond the truth, the Lord wants us to manage, our daily affairs. He doesn't, like there's, of course, he's going to bring the chaos, but he doesn't bring the chaos, all right, to have us defeated, and woe is me. He brings these things to see how we're going to manage because we have the wisdom to manage, okay, as we teach, and we have the wisdom to manage our day-to-day life. Okay? So as we have this wisdom, the Lord wants us to see this wisdom being applied on camera and off camera. He wants us to manage things on camera and off camera. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna fall on our face. Sometimes, we're gonna fall on our face. Okay, sometimes we're gonna come short. All right. Sometimes we're gonna fail the test. You see? But it's all about making those adjustments, all right, and getting better. Because see, failure is necessary because failure creates something within you. Like sometimes you fail at particular things and it creates something within you where you don't never want to feel like that anymore. Okay? And it creates a drive. Failure should create a drive, to overcome, not to be defeated and just stay down and lowly and shoulders, slumped down and head dragging. Like, nah, failure, all right, should create a drive to overcome, because the Lord wants us to fight. He wants us to overcome. You see? So I read in Luke 16 and 11, I read in NLT, and it said, if you are untrustworthy about worldly wealth, who will trust you with the true riches of heaven? Yeah, man, because you gotta understand, like if we, let's say, if we, all right, can't even, one woman, we being ran raggedly by one woman, or one woman has us all over the place, our nose wide open, or is hindering us. It's like, well, how can you have, how can I give you all these women if we can't even handle one? Okay? I give you, the Lord give us some extra money and we destroy ourselves because we have no discipline. We got extra money, we drunk, partying and, BSing and, not handling our affairs, but we have extra money. So the Lord, like, if you can't handle an extra $1,000, you destroying yourself with an extra $1,000. How can I give you, a whole province? Why? How can I give you a whole province if you go crazy over extra $1,000, man? You destroy yourself, man. You see? So this is the proving ground, and they say as men, we are constantly learning, all right, through trial and error. Okay? The thing is to keep getting better though, man, not keep making the same, same mistakes, man. Because we all have some moments where like, dang, you know, hey, we all got some L's. All right, we got L's chalked up all over the place, man. But what are those L producing? Is it producing a drive and is producing something that's solid and reliable and dependable and trustworthy? Okay, or is it producing the woe is me? Dragging your knuckles, man. you know, which we go through those points where you pop, and then the Lord be like, hey, like he told Job, man, gird up your loin like a man, I will demand it of you. you know, uh, going back into this Luke 16:12 it says, and if ye have not been faithful in that which is another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? Okay, you see that? So we have to show ourselves, even within this society, you know, capable. You see, how about Shema Shah is coming back to get capable men. It ain't about having a lot of money neither. It's just about managing whatever you do got and managing your affairs. Okay, this ain't about having a lot of money and having a lot of things going on and being this super entrepreneur in America, in this society. Like, nah, it's about managing, okay, being capable, okay, being reliable, being accessible, for the spirit, being accessible to the brothers as much as possible, man. you know. But in order to do that, we have to manage our affairs right. Okay, you have to put things in order, and it's gonna, like I say, you can't control every single thing. It's gonna be things that pop up, and things go haywire, and chaos will come. All that will come, but we learning to manage those things as they come, and not to be overwhelmed. And not to be a deer in headlights when they come. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai is grooming capable leaders, man. Okay, so let's go from there. Because even when you go to on Proverbs 17:2, all right, this is Proverbs 17:2. It says, a wise servant shall have rule over a son that causeth shame, and shall have part of the inheritance among the brethren. It says a wise servant have a rule over a son that cause shame, because if you're a man of substance, okay, you want to pass down your inheritance to someone that's capable. And let's say you have a servant that's on point, but then you have a son that's a nigga, irresponsible. He's not capable of taking on the estate after you leave. Okay, you would rather have the servant be over the estate, because you gotta remember, if you're a man of substance, you have servants under you. You have whole families that depend on you, on your decision making, for them to be efficient. Okay, and you looking at your son, he a nigga. You like, nah, I can't leave all this in his hands. He'll ruin everything for everybody. Like, it'd be families will suffer under his okay leadership. Like, nah. Then you have a wise servant who's constantly showing himself capable. It'd be better off for me to leave it to him and let him run the estate, man. For the benefit of the overall. Okay, so that's why it says Proverbs 17:2. It says, a wise servant shall have rule over a son that causes shame, and shall have a part of the inheritance among the brethren. Okay? And we want to be those wise servants, man. That has an inheritance with the brethren. Okay? It says, let's get this, and we'll end it here. Lord will. This is Wisdom Solomon. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 17. And it says, for the very true beginning of her, and this her is referring to wisdom, is the desire of discipline. The desire of discipline. That's the very true beginning of wisdom, is the desire of discipline, man. Discipline has to be a foundation, with this wisdom that we have. And that's why, the apostles were known as what? Disciples, before they became apostles, before the Lord entrusted them to have spiritual power, to heal, okay? And do particular things, man. Raise the dead, okay? They had to be entrusted. They had to be groomed through discipline, all right, and trials, okay, and afflictions. Then they was able to be trusted with those powers, man. Okay, and it says, for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline. Okay, and the care of discipline is love, and the love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption, and incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forever. Okay? And the way to honor wisdom, is to what? Apply it. Even in failure, keep applying wisdom, man, and getting better. And it's bringing us into a kingdom. Okay? And this is the proving ground. See, this is what the Lord is proving us, man. Okay? And we all, like I said, we all have our highs and lows, but it's about the fight. It's about the adjustments. That's why I say he that endure to the end, same shall be saved, letting us know it's gonna be resistance, it's gonna be chaotic. We're gonna have low points. Okay, how we gonna fight out of it? Okay, that's what the Lord want to see. It ain't even about the low point. Okay, how you gonna respond to this? How you gonna respond to this current situation? You gonna fight out of it? You gonna pout? Okay, what you gonna do? So Lord will, you brothers. All right, then you few sisters edified. Till next time, I say shalom. Kwam Yashala, a Bible, details soon. Shalom.